Morning YouTube, it's Chris Worthis and we're here to help people understand the minefield of insolvency and business debt. So today's video is actually to give you two really good tips to stop you closing your company too soon. You know, it's important that people need to pause and they need to stop and think about things before they appoint a liquidator. Listen, if you enjoy what we have to say here, please hit the subscribe button, give us a comment, give us a like, so more people on YouTube see these videos. Right, this is what I want to talk to you about today. Now, closing your company may not be the right option, or it might not be the right option for you right now. Every single day, there are two things that I speak to clients about. Number one, HMRC arrears, and number two, bounce back loan repayments. So, there are lots of people out there who have still not got back to full capacity. They haven't got back to work fully, money's still a little bit tight. Now, just because you're not paying your bills right now, because, hey, here's news for you, lots of people aren't, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to close the company down. So I'm going to give you two tips if you need a little bit more breathing space for your business to see what happens. Number one, if you've got HMRC arrears, that could be corporation tax, it could be VAT, it could be pay as you earn, it could be self-assessment for you personally. Speak to HMRC. Pick the phone up and talk to them about it. Do not delay another day. The hardest thing I think about speaking to HMRC is the half an hour it takes to get through to someone who can actually help you. But when you do get through to someone who can actually help, they're very helpful. They understand the situation. Now, in most cases, if you have arrears with corporation tax, VAT, pay as you earn, you can restructure those over 2 years with HMRC. So you get to pay them back over 2 years. They're going to ask you some questions. They're going to ask you how you're going to make sure you don't get into this situation again. But you are going to be able to spread those payments over an extended time frame. Now, if you've got no money in the till, there's no money to pay out, but you still have HMRC arrears, ring them and explain your situation and say, listen, I need another 3 months and I'll come back to you and keep you in the loop. Because here's the reality, if you're a limited company, and you liquidate, HMRC in most cases won't, well, for smaller companies with no assets, they won't get anything back. So it's in their interest really to help you and give you a little bit of extra time, but they are not as scary as people think. They're quite nice people and they're very helpful right now. Number two, bounce back loan repayments are starting in the next few months. Woo! This is scaring a lot of people because, again, they've still not got back to full swing. They haven't yet bounced back. Now, there was something called the Pay As You Grow scheme. Lots of people still don't know about it, but there were some changes made to the bounce back loan. Now, the key changes, it gives you more flexibility when you're repaying your bounce back loan. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. You can take a 10-year extension. So instead of paying the bounce back loan over 6 years, you're paying it back over 10 years. You can take capital repayment holidays for 6 months at a time, and you can do that 3 times during the course of the loan. Now, if you take a capital repayment holiday, you're still paying the interest back. But for those that are really struggling right now, you can take a full payment holiday if your cash flow is tight right now for 6 months, which means you do not have to make a payment for another 6 months from the date the first payment was due. Obviously, you're going to pay a little bit more interest there, but it's going to give you some breathing space. Now, the bank you took the bounce back loan back will email you to let you know about those pay-as-you-grow options, so check your emails. I just wanted to illustrate, if you've taken 50 grand over 10 years, your repayments are around, 50 grand over 6 years, your payments are around £930 a month. If you restructure that loan over 10 years, the payments come down to £561 a month, and it's only going to cost you an extra 2.5 grand over the lifetime of the loan. Cheap money, gives you extra breathing space. to see what your options are and see how things pan out. So, listen, if your business is struggling, get some advice early. One thing that's common with everyone we speak to is they get some sense of relief by discussing their problems with someone who can help. We walk you through their options, and we sort of guide you through what would happen in each scenario. I hope you found the video helpful. Chris Worden, thank you for your time and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.